Mr. Impairment.
Doing the right thing should be the easiest thing in the world to do. Unfortunately, a lot of times it's not, and tonight it's not easy for me to do tonight. Vice Mayor McLean, I believe that you have abused the use of the city credit cards, and from what I have learned, there's a few other abuses that are going to come back on the city, and I don't believe that that's what you were elected for. I know that's not the person that I believed in. I'm going to respectfully and with a lot of love in my heart ask you to resign and step down, because I believe there's more to come on this. And if you choose not to, I'm going to ask the city attorney what choices we have.
You're not going to resign.
I'm not responding.
Okay. Go ahead, Mr. Pierman.
City Attorney, I know that according to the charter, we don't have a lot of legal ability to do anything. Could you please tell us what our choices are?
Yes, please, go ahead.
Yeah, there's a provision of the charter that talks about forfeiture of office. It's section 3.11. And it says that, among other things, a commissioner shall forfeit his office if he, or she for that matter, violates any standard of conduct or code of ethics established by law for public officials. To my understanding, at this point, there's not been a determination of that. The city, of course, could ask for some type of investigation regarding this, and then determine if the facts were made that there be some type of hearing regarding that. The city commission could ask staff to specifically propose a delineation of when city commissioners may utilize credit cards, and provide that utilization of city credit cards for other than public business would prospectively be specific grounds for forfeiture. The commission could publicly censure or reprimand a member of its body. The city commission could vote to prohibit a member from having the right to utilize a credit card of the city. Those are some of the choices that I believe the city could do in this situation.
Madam Mayor, I'd like to make a motion that we take all three options.
Is there a second? Dies from
Censorship, not having a credit card, and an investigation.
What? You can't hear it. Wait, whoa, speak on the record, Mr. Tallarico.
I said, all these things here are coming up here, just like throwing stuff at us that I don't know all the details here, and, before you start something, you have to get the information right.
Exactly.
Where have you been for 2 days?
I've heard things, but I have nothing. I've not gotten anything here that says, okay, this, that, another thing.
Did you come to City Hall?
I came to City Hall, I think, Friday.
Did you talk to the city manager?
On Friday?
Did you talk? What I'm saying is, and with all due respect, David, I have come and talked to people. I'm not going by what was written in the newspaper. Okay? It's been going on for 2 days.
Yeah, I said I was at City Hall Friday and no one was here. I came to pick up my mail.
Motion and it failed.
The motion failed, but let me just interject for the rest of the commission here. Quite frankly, David, what you did was wrong, as you well know, and everybody knows. The city manager, with the paper that we signed, cannot fire you because she works for you. So does the city attorney. The only people that can judge you, punish you, or do anything is this commission as a body. So that's where we're at now. If this commission would like to defer all this, but what Commissioner Pearman is asking for is an investigation into everything. I don't know who, are you going to designate who's going to investigate?
I'd like an outside, probably by the Board of Ethics.
Okay.
Not from inside of Margate.
Well, I would like to say this to you. The Board of Ethics or the Ethics Commission, that needs to be a resident. So if the residents are that upset, or you can do it as a commissioner, but as a body, I don't feel comfortable asking because it's not our place.
How about I would take the motion for the investigation off?
And so now you're making...
Now I'm making a motion that he be censored and not allowed the city credit card.
Okay, is there a second to that? I'm going to pass the gavel for discussion.
Okay. Discussion?
Yeah, well, I'm upset.
All right. Taking away a credit card or taking away everybody's credit card is fine. But the reason why we got it, it was easy for the city clerks to make travel reservations. I will amend her thing to say for the city attorney to come back and strengthen our, what is that we want to strengthen in the
Policy regarding the use of
credit cards and having where it is forfeiture office, if you abuse it, we want to add that to that. Do you
I'll
understand
second
what I'm
your
saying?
amendment.
Wait a minute, I'm not
I
done.
understand.
Just clarify for everybody, because I'm not sure Commissioner Tallarico and Commissioner Barcelona understand what we're asking.
I know what you're saying.
Okay. So my motion is for him to come back with those strengthening rules.
I second that.
And I seconded the censure motion because I don't like the public saying that we knew all this, we're covering it up, we're doing all this. I have a real problem with that. We haven't. So publicly, I have no problem censuring Vice Mayor McLean for his actions knowingly using the credit card for personal business. Even though he paid it all back, even though the big $1,200 thing at Bellaccivo was for a Broward League of Cities Board of Directors meeting, which he was entitled to use, which was city business. Although the internet blogs didn't bother to ask the receipts for those, still, it's out there. You did use that credit card for personal business, and I think publicly you should be censored. And that's why I second this. Does anybody else have any other discussion?
Yes, Madam Mayor, I'd like to make a motion that we table this particular item until we have further details. I'm not just going to take the written one line going across the board on each issue that supposedly was disclosed in Mr. Pellecci's newspaper or by somebody else making statements. I think that we need a lot more time, and I'm in no position to censure a man who, in reality, I call him sometimes his own worst enemy. But he has not done anything to, take from the city an unjust...
Okay, you have a motion to table. Is there a second?
I can second.
You can.
Joe, I'll second it.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to table. Clerk, call the roll.
Commissioner Barcelona?
Yes.
Commissioner Tallarico? Commissioner Pearman?
No.
Vice Mayor McLean?
Yes.
Mayor Donovan?
No. Now we're back to
The original.
the censure and strengthening the policy on the credit card. Any other discussion? Public. Clerk, call the roll.
I'm going to say something.
I don't know nobody else wants to say anything, and I actually like David, so
as I like a lot of people up here. But you're supposed to be in line to be the mayor too, not that long from now. And everybody's read about your dysfunctional aspects of your life, which I don't want to care about. I don't think it needs to be publicly discussed. But I've known you a long time, and what you practice privately, you've done publicly. I unfortunately hate to say that. But I don't really hold it against you. If anybody ever paid attention to you, which I pay attention closely to all you people, I know your faults and your pluses. Believe me, I do know them. But once again, I like you, and you know what you're supposed to do in this situation. And, having you in charge of the budget, in charge of our redevelopment, and some of the other issues, I mean, it's kind of scary. And not just from your own personal life, but just from, I look at the other board members, and they're not really helping you either. So I find the whole board scary. But when you find somebody else in a position where you can make all these big decisions about money and stuff, elections coming up, where campaign money's going to come from, all these type of issues and stuff, and, unfortunately, I hate to say it, Dave, but you have a record of this type of junk. So, but I want everybody to know, I actually like the guy, so it's not a personal thing.
Thank you. Anybody else?
Rick, I just want to say, Rick, thank you for the comments. And I'm not making any statement this evening because there's more to it, and everything's being put in line. And when it comes back, it'll be clear as day exactly what it is. So that's why I wasn't prepared to make the statement. I knew Mrs. Pierman was going to come out with guns loaded, but I just don't feel that this is the time. If it's such a big issue, I want every T crossed and every I dotted. And for me to come up here and just give you some fluff words would not be respectful. So after they do what they do here, when I'm ready to make a statement, I will call a news conference, and I'll do it with a reliable newspaper, not a blog. As simple as that.
Thank you. Anybody else? Clerk, call the roll.
Commissioner Barcelona?
No.
Commissioner Tallarico?
Yes.
Commissioner Pierman?
Yes.
Vice Mayor McLean?
No.
Mayor Donovan?
Yes.